Right then. Um, I think I can send this invite to you. If you go into the party, it might show you actually. Go into the party and see if it shows you that I'm broadcasting. Oh, is it on? Didn't see it. Yeah, do that. I think if you go onto YouTube and type in exactly what I say, yeah, try go onto YouTube. Go onto YouTube and type in Immortalis UK, and it'll probably tell you to correct it. You know, with one of the correction things. So just type my username into the search bar on YouTube. Yeah, it should be like a soldier with a sunset. No, just it should say, "Did you mean Immortalis UK?" Search instead for Immortalis UK. It should say at the top. It should say General PC2. Try Immortalis UK PC2 with two abs. Yeah, 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 and it should say General PC2 with a live thing. Oh shit. Two secs. You'll be watching that right now, won't you? Right then. So you you can see. Can you see? So just for reference, are you still figuring it out? You're in the game. All right. Yeah. Cool. So you've got all these different car brands. If you can see. It should go forward slowly. Right. I'm just gonna take you down some of the ta-da. You'll love this. It's a Trans Am. Yeah, but you've got Camaro, Chevrolet, obviously, all the IndyCar. Yeah, get little dinky things at ease. All the Ferraris. Get these though. Should I take you round in these? One of these? Can you remember these ones? IMSA. No, you just get them all for free. Yep, the ones with the little stickers on a DLC, but there's not many DLC. Well, there's quite a few DLC cars actually, but like the Can-Am car. Tell you what, I'll take you on. Yeah, tell you what. I'll just start up an LMP2 race, and I'll flick through some of the things. So basically, here's the track list. Just I'll scroll all the way to the top. Yeah. Shit. Is my voice still on there? Oh yeah, I can see. Should I turn my voice off in the stream just so it's. Anyway, you can probably read on the screen what it's got for tracks. It's got like Sonoma, Watkins Glen, Willow Springs. Yeah, California always good. You can do laps. You can, yeah, it does. You can do laps. You can do time. You can do the date as well. Time progression. So you can do like time 60 or just like real time. You can do a real time 24-hour race if you want. Frank, is he dead? So you've got like different levels of cloud, different levels of rain, thunderstorms, then you get snow, blizzards, fog levels, fog with rain, which is evil, heavy fog with rain, hazy. You can have random as well. So if you're doing a 24-hour race and you put the weather slot on random, it changes whenever it wants to whatever it wants. Mandatory pit stops, formation laps, the whole lot, qualifying, practice. There's the rules. You know, you can do pit exit penalties, drive-through penalties, all that type of stuff. Yeah, you've got motorsport presets, so even if you're not good at setting up anything, it's got like, you know, GT, IndyCar, Rallycross, endurance racing, open wheel racing, track day stuff. I'll start this up anyway and I'll show you. Wait until you see the steering settings. I mean, I'm on a gamepad. Do you have a wheel? It's amazing on a wheel, but it's still good on a. It's still great. So check this out. So you can see you've got setups set up here. Obviously, yeah, I've got quite a few setups, as you can see scrolling down once it gets to that part. So just a quick rundown. I mean, have you raced before or not? Yeah, you tire compound, tire pressures, you've got brake pressure, brake balance, even the duct openings, how much you want them open by, front and rear downforce. That's just for this car. It does get a bit buggy when you save like hundreds of setups, but yeah, so you can do caster. Oh yeah, caster, camber, ride height, spring rates, steering ratio, toe and anti-roll bar, third springs, track bar if it's on the car, bump stop, slow rebound, fast rebound, bump transition, rebound transition on every single corner of the car. Fuel load as well, air restrictor, the radiator opening, the boost pressure, engine braking, all of the gearing. You can even do the diff. Yeah, but you can race online with this. It's not. Yeah, it's not this intricate, and the damage model isn't. Well, it really doesn't have a damage model. So let me find my Road America. So I'm gonna just make sure I've got some stuff. There's quali setup there. I'm just gonna use a quali setup for this.
Car on your left. Left side.
I've got a bit of damage there because I got brake checked by an AI.
All clear. Left. Left side. On your left. Left. You're clear.
You can do a helmet cam as well, where the driver looks into the thing. You can adjust how much motion blur there is and everything, how much the driver moves around in the cockpit, so you can have him completely straight, or you can have it where he actually does shake like real life.
Car right.
Oh, give back position thingy, and I've been pushed wide by an AI. That's nice.
Left side.
As you can see, the AI on 100% aggressiveness do make mistakes, and I'm a bit rusty. I haven't played this game in over fucking 2 months.
1 length behind.
Oh, shit.
On your right. Still there. Clear.
I never did perfect my Road America fucking quali setup.
2 lengths back. Half length back.
So yeah, just as a general thing here, you can have a look. Obviously on the left, you can see the timing board on the top left with all of the information, as well as your lap time. Bottom left, you can see everybody else's track position. Yeah, this car's an absolute bag of shit, by the way. You can see everybody's. Yeah, I remember working on a setup for a league race for this, and I won the race, but it was not on this setup. This is an older setup.
Right.
But
Clear.
yeah, you can see sort of everybody's position in the bottom left and your relative time to them. Bottom right, obviously, is your speedo. You've got like temperatures, fuel load, all that type of shit. Interestingly enough, actually, if I switch just to normal cockpit view, you can see on the steering wheel when it gets rid of the blur.
Clear.
You can see the information, like, you know, last lap fuel fucking thing, the oil temperature, the water temperature and stuff. That's all accurate.
He's 2 lengths back.
So some cars you don't even need the hood on if it distracts you. Lap 2, position fucking 21, total laps 8, you know what I mean? Obviously I've got like everything basically just on, but relative time and stuff.
May need to start defending from the guy behind. Not too far back, he might make a move.
Yeah, I'm a bit rusty. Jesus, I am rusty as well. I won a fucking championship in this car and I can't even keep it on the track. But yeah, you've got all sorts of different views, so if I can pick one. Got third person view, which I don't recommend at any general point. Optionally died. Yep, this is why I don't recommend third person view. Right here. You just can't feel anything. Can't feel the car. Bumper view is a bit better than third person. It's much better than third person anyway, but still can't really feel much. You just need to be careful with the chase camera, you know what I mean? It's weird, it moves around, you can stiffen it up, but it's like, I've never liked the chase cam on these types of games. You can do bonnet cam, which is a bit better for me than the fucking really low down view as well. Obviously cockpit view, you can actually smoothly move it around, so if you notice in GD Sport, if you try and move your head around the cockpit, it'll just snap to either side. You can smoothly move around like that. You can actually have this view if you want. Oh yeah, and you can turn your lights on. I completely and utterly forgot about that. Obviously, please don't mind me driving like shit while I show you all of this. But you can turn your lights on and off, and fucking lights have all sorts of shit off. Got all sorts of little stats and shit around here, and you can move yourself around the car all the time. Well, you've probably noticed by now the little gauge on the... I'm dead last by like fucking 8 seconds, by the way. You can probably tell on the bottom right, though, that you... That's no joke. I was like, this is how fucking challenging this game is. I won championships in this, and I remember the practice runs when I took a quali setup and I used to do a 10-lap stint. I would take quali setups and I would do like a 10-lap stint on a quali setup just to get used to tyre wear, because we run accelerated tyre wear in the league. And I'd be pulling away from these fucking guys on 120% difficulty and max aggressiveness starting from the back. By like lap 2 or 3 I'd be at the front. Now I can't even keep up. And I've only been away from the game for about 2 months, maybe 3. So, shows you how much... See, I've always been able to step away from this game, but it's like, you know, when you set your setups deliberately in a certain way, it takes a lot of getting used to again. I started driving in this view just because you can see it's quite rigid, but it's also on the roof, so it's not as restricted as the cockpit camera, but it still feels like it's cockpit. Some leagues do actually lock you to being in the cockpit, so you can't actually, even if you wanted to, change your view. But yeah, you can see on the bottom you've got a few things. Kick. You can kick them, but the license system isn't exactly finished. It was kind of left as it was, and it was a bit sad how they left it, but it's a damn good game. If they'd have supported it instead of making Project Cars 3, this thing would have been probably one of the biggest sims on the market, and ACC would have had a run for its money. It still has a lot of bugs. It still does glitch out from time to time, and the community are slightly toxic at times. But if you find a good racing league full of guys, even if you don't compete, you just make friends. And yeah, even an experienced driver, that's how easy it is to lose the back end of the car. You can probably find one out there. If not, you can find a bunch of friends to do it with. There is a reset button, by the way. There's also a penalty system, which I'll show off in a minute. But as you can see, so on the bottom, just at the bottom next to the 98 number, you can see it's 5 and 7 on the front two. That's suspension damage. So I've got 5 8% suspension damage on the front left and 7 on the front right. The yeah. Well, you can probably see the brake temperatures going up and down. Like, there you go, the fucking peak there. PSIs of the tyres, you can see the tyre wear going up and down. And the damage, so the front aero damage, the front aerodynamic damage is fucking 15%. I've got 1% engine damage. Obviously you can see the oil level down there in Fahrenheit, 250 degrees Fahrenheit. So if that continues to go any...
You've damaged the suspension.
Yeah.
If you can drive with it, might be worth staying out there. But
So
otherwise,
there's a
come
little...
in.
So I'm just gonna drive forward for a sec and just completely let go of the steering. Right, you ready? Right. What you'll see it, I'm on the home straight and I'm just keep letting go. I just keep letting go of the steering. That's how much steering lock I'm having to put in to keep it straight. Because of the suspension damage. Because of the aero damage. So if you damage your car, if damage is on in the lobby, then you'll have to drive it straight. You'll have to drive it in a certain way or deal with it or pit. If you pit, your brakes get cold, and obviously so does your tyres if you don't change them. Your oil level, your engine level drops. You can repair mechanical damage as well and aero damage in the pits. Obviously, the more you have, the longer it takes. So you in an endurance race, you can be in there. You can be in there for like 2, 3, even 4 minutes, if not fucking longer.
Okay, your engine's getting too hot. Try and use less revs.
Obviously, you've got a race engineer. You probably had him shiting on by now. So you have a little menu here where you can change the brake bias on the floor. So the higher it is, the more towards the front it is, I think, and the lower it is. I think it is the lower it is, the more it is towards the rear. You've got the fuel map. Oh. You can request a pit stop. You probably heard an awful lot of awful fucking static there trying to request it. It actually, this game's that real. Oh yeah. If you request a pit stop, you'll see him saying, "Oh, by the way, you have to enter the pit under a certain speed limit as well, otherwise you get penalty points." But you can adjust your strategy throughout, so you can less fuel, more fuel. If you want to repair damage, put new tyres on. You know what I mean? You can do all that. You can set different strategies. You can even swap to an AI driver if you want. Car management. Some cars you can adjust the anti-roll bars and stuff if it's got electronic systems and shit. And as you can see, you'll see in a sec. You also have different views, so you can knock some of the hood off. You can have a really in-depth one for this, where I'm kind of stuck at the moment because I'm in the pits, but you can have a really in-depth one for all of the bump travel height. You know what I mean? Every single fucking where the temperature is on the tyre, the power, the torque. So you can see literally everything here. G-forces, all sorts. You can have just minimal, or you can have everything you set. You just go for all of it. Obviously, this is all in depth as fuck as well, so it shows you like the sector times, fastest laps. And it's got a pretty neat photo mode. So spoil your question for some of the road cars. Because I'll drive something that's a bit easier. Knock off all the AI for now. And do... What do you want, a road car? Tell you what, where should I take that round? What track? Should I take it around a track? California Highway? Fucking Nürburgring. Have you been to Cali? You can do different stages of it as well. You can even do Monaco. It's got Monaco. And the coast. What I'm going to do, obviously, you can't do laps. Oh yeah, you can do 999 laps if you want. I don't know why you'd ever want to, but you can. There's an achievement in this game as well, you'll like this one, for doing a full Indy 500 race and winning. And we'll do the time to later in the night. It's like a point-to-point race. Take it a bit slower if you want. I will say though that the sound in this game is something to behold. I think I'll shut up and let you listen to the engine of this thing because it's fucking amazing. I'm pretty sure anyway. Is that better? Just wait and see what it says, but... Yeah. I'm pretty sure it's literally just like the slightest bit of tuning though. It's got like a little wing, hasn't it? Little wing, hasn't it? So... You want to... You can turn that down. Yeah, player engine volume. When you're driving something like an LMP2 car for like, 45 minutes, that starts to hurt. Oh, that's loud. What's your volume? I mean, listen to what I had done. You can hear it whine as well. It's a heavy boy though. I've turned it all the way up to 100, so I'm going to be completely honest, I'm going to struggle like fuck to hear you. Oh, yeah, see how heavy this thing is? Yep. No, but that all comes in with fuel and stuff, you know what I mean? There's no like upgrade system, it's just like tune the cars as they come, you know what I mean? So have you driven the Kelly Highway before? No. All I'll say is just look at the outside scenery. They didn't have to make everything look so fucking good. Did it kick you out? Oh, GTA. Another one I'll probably show you is, you know, the Group 5 cars. Okay. This is tons, this fucking... honestly, there's so many different car classes, it's crazy. I could have showed you an online. Well, I'll tell you the story of the Polo RX, the 200 mile per hour Polo RX. But yeah, long story short, this game's awesome. Yeah. And it's... yeah. Fucking... what car do you drive in real life? Just a question. Oh shit. I don't think I've got anything like that in this game, but fucking... what's the best car you have drove? Have you ever sat behind like a proper sports car or anything like that? Ah shit. Yeah. My old car's in this game actually. What have you on? You like trucks? There's an F1. There's a F-150 here. Ooh.